You're good.
Thank you. Okay, so relays again. What are the components of a relay? And that also was a question on the oil burner exam. Are we done with this? Can I erase?
See, it's a lot better. It's some of the markers, like your brown,
Yeah, it's
red.
Low order.
No, but the black one's fine.
Because it's not as dark.
What do you mean it's black? It's the darkest color there is.
But look at the shape.
Yeah. Dude, finally. Can you take this from me? Thank you so much.
Components of a relay. Somebody? Eric. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Huh? Let's look at here.
Contacts.
What is this? Coil. The coil does the mechanical work. Coil. What else? Jason, give me a component of a relay. Binoculars? What is this? Really? Get close.
So lock the door.
It's a contact. And what would we call this?
What? Those are contacts, man.
This is the contact.
Oh, mechanical linkage?
Yeah. Armature, mechanical linkage.
That's warm.
I'm gonna try to spell armature.
Okay.
Huh?
Go.
Age. Armature. I'm not sure how to spell it, but I'm pretty sure it's pronounced how it sounds. Armature. I think the E's an I.
Okay.
Or no, it's an A. Sorry, A. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Armature.
This is my shower. Leave me alone.
Look at my mouth.
Armature, coil, and contacts. Most likely, sometimes the contacts, those little things get dirty, so you can go and clean them or spray them. And transformers, as Lance knows by now, transformers step up or step down in voltage from lower to high or higher to lower based on the number of loops. So the more turns you have, the more voltage. So it will make sense if this is transformed from 110 to 20, we have more turns here than here.
Twice as much,
Logically speaking, yeah.
or twice as less.
Yeah, if you go the other way around. Some of them are reversible, some of them are not. Okay? And what about if we're doing 10,000 volts, which actually we do have a transformer that does 10,000 volts. I think it's going to be at 60,000 turns. Yeah, small little hair like wire. So step up and step
You
down.
put 0 amps on that, but
Huh?
nothing, hardly no amps on that.
Yeah,
Just lots of volts.
in each one of them, yeah. Very small. And what do we notice here in this, if we look closely at this wire in the transformer, what do you notice? What color is it? Red. But copper is kind of not this color, so you think the copper is coated with something, right? To keep each wire individually wrapped. So they coat it with tar, sometimes wax, and they cover it so it doesn't get contaminated. Why? If those wires, if two wires become one, what will happen?
Dropping out short.
Not a short. It will drop down the coil, the power.
Oh.
So when the transformers goes bad, some of this insulation went out, and it's not giving you enough power as magnitude. And around the transformer is the iron core, which has all the induction in it. So we induce magnetism into the core, and we pull in and out the core. Okay, any questions so far? This is overview. Questions? Calls, capacitors. How do we test the capacitor?
Microfarads?
Microfarads in your multimeter.
Yeah.
How do you discharge a capacitor?
With
Screwdriver or a resistance. Small ones you can touch with a screwdriver, no problem. But if it's a big one, it's better to use like a resistance, a small resistance, because the shock comes in and it's carrying a big. We talked about capacitors. We can check the microfarads. We can also look visually, see if it leaks. One of the most common problems we have with motors, especially after the off season, is the capacitor. In May, probably June, when people turn their ACs on, usually it's not gonna turn on because it's been off all winter, subjected to heating and cooling, heating and cooling, heating and cooling, ice, and gets really cold, and it's outside, so it does break. So it can be somebody's hero by just going there with a new capacitor and plugging it in. Capacitor is a problem. And how much do you charge for that? Yeah, check with companies, man. They check that. Really, ridiculous amount.
$100.
Huh?
$100.
Yeah, I wish. I did it once in a house, and I knew it was the capacitor, but I was renting, so it's not my problem. So I called the HVAC company. They came, they changed the filter, changed the capacitor, $350. Yes, I'm in the right field. $350, and you're gonna pay it. So that's pretty good. Bearings. Usually, if the unit is outside, you're gonna have some issues with bearing to rust. It will start making noises. It will hum. Sometimes you can change the bearing. Sometimes you can't. Zone valves. What's zone valve? It's a relative of
hot water.
solenoid, right?
Solenoid.
It's for hot water. It turns on and off a unit, circulating to the room. We'll work with the lock. Electrical testing equipment. What do we have for testing? Multimeter.
Yeah.
We have some specific testers sometimes. The more tools and toys you have to make your life easier, the better. There are tools for a lot of things. There's tool to test your electrodes. There's tool to test your nozzle. There are tools to test many things. So the more you have, the more gizmos you have to this stuff, the better. It will eliminate the guesswork. Capacity, so it looks on the inside. It's kind of like a battery. We talked about that. And they also are used to change AC to DC for electronics. If you break your phone charger, you're gonna find one of these because it is changing AC to DC. This is one valve, solenoid on top of a valve. Again, they're very quiet, they're very smooth. Visually, they hardly ever break. They range from $70 to $300, depending on the quality. I'll go for the $300.
And they're pretty easy to test too. To
Yeah.
see if they work or not.
How?
Because they're spring loaded,
Yeah,
and if you let's say it's off, so
yeah,
it will when it's normally off, it's not energized. You should be able to pull it, and it should go back. And if it just stays there,
oh.
then it's
Well,
broken.
the ones I had, I don't think they were spring loaded, so it was very frustrating to know if the water goes through it or not. So it was annoying to try to test
The
those.
takeout valves are ones for the zone valves,
Yeah.
and most people's homes have those top heads.
Yeah.
I changed one in my house.
Yeah, yeah.
111, just
Yeah.
for the part.
Yeah, so you don't change the valve itself. The valve itself, you only change the top. It screws up. It's like this.
They have a manual bypass on them if you need it,
Yeah,
heat
yeah.
for a little while.
So these ones are not. This is zone valve. It's completely sealed to it. So You have to change the whole thing. But now, as Tracy was saying, so this is a zone valve. So you can tell if you have to change the zone valve, you have to solder this out or cut it, solder something in, which is very annoying. But now the new take one, you can change the motor to twist it, take it off, and put a new one in.
That one has a retaining ring on the top
Yeah.
that you take off.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's completely changeable. The problem is when the mechanical part unit breaks, and this is not still not functioning, then you have to cut it and solder a new one. And I trust that you know how to solder by now. At least you can try a little bit. That's a very, very old voltmeter pin. Voltmeter. If you want to test that equipment in the shop now and you clip the ammeter in two wires, God help you. I think at that time you have to reconsider. So how do we use a multimeter and an ammeter?
Keep it all one wire.
One wire, and
If it's too small, wrap it.
yeah, and what else? Is the equipment on or off? On. So don't clip it on one wire until the equipment is off until, hey, it's dead. Has to be on because it's drawing the amperage. What is it measuring in this range?
Magnetic field.
Magnetic field. Ohmmeter, symbols, we throw these. Some conversion units.
Oh, solid.
I don't think you need that much, but at least you know where to find it if you have to. If you work with some European equipment, you might have to convert from meters to inches and whatnot. There are apps on your phone now. There's a famous app called ConvertMe,
Okay.
which converts everything for you. Very convenient. And volume is a little bit confusing as well.
Oh, do you have one for like prefixes for that purpose? Yeah, because remembering those is the biggest pain in the butt.
I know, so that's why I put it here. Conversion for temperature. Again, this is also on Blackboard. BTU, conversion to joule, watt per hour, kilocalorie. You will see equipment that says joules in it, or watt hour, or calorie, or whatever. You'll see this in food usually. Calories, kilocalories. And these are the prefixes. Some, actually I got this from the engineering, fundamental engineering book. which is-
Rankins, we're never gonna see that.
No, it's okay, don't worry about these. Kelvin and Rankins. Fahrenheit, Celsius, and Femto, which is one of the 15, Pico, Nano. I don't think you need to worry about this. Thick micro is our limit.
Yeah.
And Tera, Giga. So at least you know where they are if you need to use them. Okay, so that's it for this week.